They just get off on like regular normal people who talk about it, right? Like they think that we're who get the liberal tears, and it's like nobody's crying, dude. We're giving information. Like no one's crying. You're dumb because you're going to be crying. Like if you think that is funny that your grandma is not going to be able to call the Social Security office is right at this moment cannot call the Social Security office because I've heard the system has crashed 4 times in 2 weeks, in 10 days. Something's going on right now because they wanted to crash because they want you dumbass, stupid MAGA to be like, oh, it's not working. Maybe it should be privatized. It'll work better. So then you give the rich billionaires your money so they can play with it and buy crypto and basically gamble it up and see what they can do. Like, y'all are dumb. It's just fucking stupid.
Actually, that's a segue. We'll get back to Pete Hegseth, but because you just said that, this is Howard Lutnick. He is the Secretary of Commerce, and he was on the All In podcast, which is another one of these. They're a podcast who pretend they're just dudes talking and they're down the middle, but they are far right wing. They all kind of morph into the far right wing sort of talking points, and that's why they have people like Howard Lutnick on and guys like this. But this is him basically talking about Social Security. If you're calling them and you don't get your check, it's no big deal. Everybody just calm down. This is coming from a billionaire, and he's talking about somebody in his family that if it happened to them.
Say Social Security didn't send out their checks this month. My mother-in-law, who's 94, she wouldn't call and complain. She just wouldn't. She'd think something got messed up, and she'll get it next month. A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining.
Well, that I 100% agree with because we've got them in the White House and all over the place.
Exactly.
But could you imagine having the fucking balls to say out loud that if you don't get your Social Security check, you're a big whiner and all you're doing is whining and complaining. And if you don't get your check, you'll get it next month. And fucking, if I don't get it this month, who's to say I'm going to get it next month?
What a gaslighter, right? Like
unbelievable.
Gaslighting people like, oh, they're going to think I'm a fraudster if I call and I didn't get my check. So I'm going to sit here and be fucking hungry and cold and not be able to put oil in my house or pay for gas or food. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Your 94-year-old grandmother probably doesn't have to call anyone. She probably has caretakers and everybody else waiting hand and foot on her. She doesn't fucking care about no Social Security check because she doesn't need it. You're a billionaire. Like, stop playing with us right now. I just heard a story about a man. The Social Security office thought he was dead. Stopped sending out his checks, and not only stopped sending out his checks, went into his account and tried to take money back. Wow. Was taking money back from his account. So he called the Social Security office, his local office, in which they've got it, trying to get someone. Then he had to go down there. He had to schedule an appointment. Then they canceled his appointment because they didn't have anyone and rescheduled it for 2 weeks later. Meanwhile, he ain't got a check, right? Like, he don't have money. He's trying to get his check and say, hey, I am alive. And then he had to travel to the Social Security office. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? It's the same thing as him picking up people off the street with a certain tattoo and like, hey, put them on a plane and send them back to Venezuela. We don't know what they did. We don't care what they did. They must have committed a crime sometime in their life. Maybe they shoplifted. We don't know. Jaywalked. We don't know, but we're just going to say they're gang members. And who cares if they get freaking due process or a chance to say, you got it wrong. You made a mistake. They don't give a fuck. They don't give just like this guy. They don't give a fuck about that either. Like, if you don't get your Social Security check, oops, our bad. Don't call us. Just wait. Maybe you'll get it someday.
Yeah, being the loud fraudsters is the new pick yourself up by your bootstraps because that worked back in the 80s. And now you're going to get some people that will be like, well, I don't want to let down Mr. Trump and make him think that I'm upset with him. So I'll just wait and see what happens next month and I'll get my check then. It is just amazing to me. But here's the problem, America. Whether you are black or white, whether you are Republican or Democrat, independent, Green Party, it does not matter. Whether you're MAGA, they're coming for you. They don't give a shit about you. And one day, if it hasn't happened already in just this 2 short months, it is going to affect you, and it's going to affect you hard. And whether or not you can either find it in yourself to finally say, I fucked up. I can't love this guy too much. I can't love him more than I love myself. Because if you do, then there is absolutely no hope for you whatsoever. But maybe someday you're going to wake up and say, I finally can't do it with this administration anymore. I just can't. We were warned. I didn't believe them. I just thought it was a bunch of liberals who really wanted my son or to my daughter to play against his girl son in sports. That I really thought that liberals had a wide open border and they wanted immigrants to take my job and to take everybody else's job and to murder and rape everybody in the country. But now that I see finally that I made a huge mistake and I regret my vote, and I will never, ever allow that again. Unfortunately, we're at a point now where it may not even matter at this point anymore. It may not even matter because they don't care about you. Every bad thing can happen to every single American. And as long as it doesn't happen to them, they will continue to write the script as to why you should continue to try to find a way to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make it work somehow.
But it is happening to them, and they don't care.
Yep.
I saw something.
Some do.
I saw something today. I don't know what state it was, but either these people were on their honeymoons or newlywed, or they just got married. I don't know. But ICE took the wife and detained her, and you saw that she's been gone since friggin' February. And he said, "It's okay. I still support Trump."
Yep.
And I would vote for him again. Yeah, but I still support him. And his wife is detained.
And his wife apparently on her social media pages was a Trump supporter as well. So you know, this guy's also trying he's trying to raise money on a GoFundMe. He's asking for $3,000. And again, if you're somebody that doesn't have the $3,000 to come up with, then I promise you, Donald Trump is not the president for you. He doesn't care that you don't have the $3,000 to help out your wife.
Correct.
It's amazing, man. It is just amazing how people love getting gaslit. But